Donkey Kong 64 is one of the most requested games on Nintendo Switch Online plus expansion pack. But is it also one of the worst options that they could release this game? And should they just remake the game in order to update it for modern audiences? Now, for those who don't know, Donkey Kong 64 is one of the somewhat most hated games on the N64, as well as one of the most beloved. The game is a collectathon, which includes collecting over 3,000 different items, which is a bit excessive compared to other collectathons at the time, like, say, Banjo-Kazooie, which is quite funny considering they were made by the same developer known as Rare. But could we see Nintendo just remake the game or remaster the game and basically make it more appropriate? Because for those who don't know, there are moments in Donkey Kong 64 where you have, say, Chunky Kong, who is one of the DK group, dressed up in an afro in a disco suit, which many have taken as racist by today's standards, and that could be an issue on why the game's not been made available on Switch Online yet. Another reason is DK Rap, obviously. Yeah, it's just supposed to be a silly little meme according to the composer, but obviously people have taken that as offensive as well, due to the fact that Donkey Kong's doing it and he is also a monkey, and people are saying it's a cultural appropriation. So I feel like that's probably something that needs to be made aware of as well. Now, to me, it feels like if they were to remake it or remaster this game, it would be easier. Yeah, you could just cut out some of the more offensive moments that people today wouldn't really accept. They could also adapt the control scheme to make it work better for modern systems, especially if it's for something like, say, Nintendo Switch 2. That, to me, makes the most sense. Don't release for Switch, release for Switch 2, because Switch is at the end of its lifespan anyway. It's like we all know Switch 2 is coming next year, so let's just hurry up and hope they actually announce something. So that's the big thing. And also, I feel like they could probably make the game a bit easier as well if they wanted to. Like, give it different modes. Like, if you want to collect all 3,000 plus items, have that as a mode, but obviously also add in, like, an easier mode or a more medium mode. You know, stuff where, like, today's standards, it's expected to have easy mode, medium mode, and obviously a hard mode. Plus, as well, many people probably don't have the patience to go around collecting and backtracking and doing all that work on this game. I know that's part of the fun, that's part of the point of the game, but I feel like a lot of people nowadays, like modern Nintendo fans who have grown up with newer games, especially, probably won't be as accepting to such an idea. And like I said, like the Afro stuff and like that is the killer. That is the killer there, because that is most probably why we haven't seen this game on Switch Online. There's also, I know this is, people have brought up the fact that Diddy Kong Racing has a similar issue with a character, I believe it's an elephant, which is seen as a cultural appropriation of Indian culture. And that's why when the game was remade for the Nintendo DS, that was cut out, which I think makes the most sense. Like, if you're going to have an issue with something like that, then best, in my opinion, would be to remake the game and just update it and, like, remove that. And people say, oh, censorship. Like, you have a few people arguing on, like, social media platforms claiming that, oh, this is censorship. I mean, not really. You know, like, I feel like the views are wrong then and they're wrong now. But I don't think many people will lose sleep over, like, cutting out a few, like, clips from a game or cutting out one character. You know, I feel like if you get sensitive to that sort of stuff, like, you kind of need to just wake up and realise that, you know, like, it's life. You know, people, like, the times have changed, you know. Anyway, guys, if you agree, let me know in the comments down below. If you like the video, obviously like the video, subscribe, all that stuff. I'm trying to hit, 1,000 subscribers. Any help is needed. And until next time, I'll see you next one. Peace.